Here we are, folks. We are live on Facebook. Our podcast is up, Money Shifts on anchor.com. And I want to welcome you here today. I'm Tom Young, and we're here to change your life. We're here to give you education, information that is valid, verifiable, and mathematically correct. As we start every day, we start with prayers for everybody. This COVID China virus thing that's going around the world has literally cleaned the clock of a lot of people, a lot of countries. There's a long way to come back, but there are signs that economy is growing. Things are going to come back. I don't want to get into all the conspiracy theories about what's going on, what happened, where it came from. That's not what this is about. But most of all, we offer our prayers for everybody that has been impacted in any way by this China virus, COVID-19. We also want to pray for those who have lost loved ones. There was a time during this where you couldn't even go to the funeral home. There were bodies in freezer trucks. It was just horrendous to think of that. Lord above, open his arms and take all of those that we have lost in the last years and gather them into his kingdom above. Jesus. So important. Visualization. To sit, it is something that change your future. Okay, looks we have a lot of stuff going on here in Western Pennsylvania. The winds, the trees are just waving all over outside. So obviously we're doing okay. I want to talk today about visualization, truth seeking, active awareness, and the nucleus of affirmations. You know, what are affirmations, folks? Affirmations are the things that you say to yourself that boost you up. They are things that are said in faith. When you affirm something, you make a commitment to it, is really what it comes down to. You have affirmed your belief in something in this affirmation. Visualization is so important. And let me share a story with you, the short version of the story. My daughter growing up had some challenges in school, got in trouble, and we got over that and got it behind us. And then I sat down, she was in, eighth grade, ninth grade. And we sat down and had a talk, and I challenged her, understanding her personality. I challenged her that when she graduated high school, she would graduate with recognizable honors and no more issues at school, no more trouble. So time went on, things went well. She got straight A's in school. And in 10th grade, she went to a vocational school. She wanted to be a hairstylist. So she is now a cosmetologist. That's what she dreamt of. That was her dream to do. And so when she would go a half a day to the local school and then a half a day at the vocational school, and it was amazing because she got straight A's in everything. And at the vocational school, when she graduated, she was president of the National Honor Society. She was recognized in the school as the #1 student. She was the #1 student in her class, and the instructor, I think her name was Wagner, and my wife and I would go for parents' meeting, and this lady would tell us that she could show Sarah, my daughter, something, and she would immediately know how to do it at a professional level. She was awesomely talented, and she learned very, very quickly. So all of a sudden, graduation showed up, and I'm 5, 6 weeks before graduation, and I promised her this car. Now, roll back the clock a couple years before that, we went out to a Volkswagen garage because she wanted one of those Volkswagen Beetlebug things. My daughter's a flower child. She was just born 20 years too late. So she wanted a Beetlebug. So we went to a Volkswagen garage when she was in 10th grade. And I took one for a ride. She's passenger seat, I'm driving it. And you remember on the dash, there was this little glass cup where you put a flower in on the dash. I don't know if you're aware of that, but it was cute, okay? But it was her. So we got done with the ride, back to the garage, and the salesman gave her a poster. And the poster was, it was 2 sheets wide, so it was about 11 by 16. So it was a poster. And it was a color picture of a blue Volkswagen. So time went on. She put it on her wall in her bedroom. Graduation came. I searched and I finally found a car. I found her the Bug. I bought it, put it on insurance, and it was at a friend's house until graduation party day. So here's the graduation party, and my friend delivered the car, and here it was in the driveway with a big bow on the roof. And my daughter come out. She was very, very excited. She didn't ruin my day, even though a couple of weeks later, she told me that the insurance company had called and said, leave a message for your dad that the new Volkswagen is now insured. So she knew she was going to get the car, but she didn't ruin my surprise. She was excited that she got the car, etc. But here was the kicker that day. A little while later, she come outside and said, Dad, how did you do this? And I said, do what, Sarah? So she brought out the poster of the car. And I'm looking at the poster and I'm looking at the blue Volkswagen I just bought for her. They were the same year. They were the exact same model. They were the same car, same color, same everything. And I know my daughter had that poster on her wall and dreamt about it every day, all the way through school until she graduated. And the power of that visualization that she had of that car and with that poster on her bedroom wall. I never thought about the poster when I went to buy the car, never even looked at it, never even thought of it. I found this car and it was an obscure place. It was at a Saab car dealership. And I'm driving down the road and Saab dealership and all these Saabs were, and here was this blue Volkswagen, looked like a sore thumb sitting in the middle of all these cars. But there it was. I took it for a ride and bought the car for her. But it was the exact same car that was on the poster that the car salesman had given her more than 2 years prior to this event. I can't tell you how many times in my life that I have used unknowingly, unthinkingly, focus on something so strongly that all of a sudden what I visualized and focused on came to be. This, folks, I'm just trying to give you a message that this stuff works. If you give me the opportunity, if you follow my teaching and continue to do that, I can assure you with almost certainty that it will change your life and your future. You know, the word today, this visualization, it's a word. Let me find it here in the book. Here's visualization. Let me read the definition. The representation of an object, situation, or set of information as a chart or other image. The formation of a mental image of something. Visualization is daydreaming with a purpose. Bo Bennett. Did you ever notice that the world tends to be exactly how you envision it? that there is so much power in the words that we use and the way that we think that we don't even realize that. So it's amazing, active awareness. You have to be aware of this stuff. You have to have purpose in where you're going. The nucleus of affirmations. Do you have a self-talk that you repeat aloud each day at rising and each night before retiring? Do you really want to make a difference? Here's some of mine. I know I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action toward its attainment, and I hereby promise to render such action. I know the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture. I know through the principle of autosuggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of action to make it come true. Therefore, I will commit 10 minutes daily to the development of courage. What's yours? You have to have something that is in your head. It is there. I mean, once in a while, if I'm just riding down the road and I'm having a positive thought, I would just in the car say my self-talk. Got to find your way, folks. That's what this is all about. You have the ability to change your future beyond anything that you could conceive it to be. It's up to you, not me, not anybody else. It's a decision away to make the rest of the story of your life the most awesome story that you could conceive it to be. God bless. We'll see you here next week. Next week, we're going to start a new book. Here's a picture of it. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And you can see in my book, I got lots of notes. I have read that book several times. We're going to bring it into play next week, and we're going to talk about that. So that's the book for the month of April. We're also going to review all the rules of the Financial Mastery Coaching and the Blueprint next week, because I have the ebook 99% done. I'm almost ready to release it. So it will soon be on the CFO-project.com website, and you'll be able to get it there. God bless. Have a great weekend. Get my new book, The Family Money Farm, The CFO Project. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, any of the big booksellers. You can also get it by going to CFO-project.com. Put in your email address. You'll get a link instantly. Allow you to download a full copy of the book cover to cover. Read it in your leisure, on your cell phone, or on your computer. God bless. Have a great day. Great weekend.